Welcome back to the Episode Pod. Today we're throwing it back to 2016. Yes, 2016 was almost 10 years ago. With a spotlight on one of our favorite singer-songwriters during YouTube glory days, Dodie. If you'd like to support us, you can check out our Ko-Fi. If you have any video ideas you'd like to see from us in the future, feel free to fill out this Google form. Now everyone dust off your ukuleles, I know you have one, and enjoy the video. We had to line that up.
I don't know how.
Please, we actually have to do that.
For the drawing that you see before you, the ever iconic duet between Jon Cozart and Dodie.
Actually so iconic.
Did they know that they broke ground? Did they know that they
the mark that they would leave? To this day, when it plays on auto plays on YouTube.
Because it does, and it is auto playing on YouTube on our TV currently in 2025. It left, and what's the word, indelible? Does that make sense here? Or am I just pulling
I actually don't even know.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever heard that word before.
Well, I believe an indelible mark.
Right.
I don't really remember what that means actually, but it feels right. And if it's not, I'm sorry. On society, on me, on my personal growth and development.
Literally the mark that they have.
PAINT.
Subscribe. Everything
I can do better. Whoa!
This was early YouTube. This was YouTube glory days.
This is where you had to be.
This was 2016 with the yellow background.
Oh my god,
yellow,
the reason I painted my room yellow.
Literally.
The overalls.
Mm-hmm.
That
I was her.
this.
I wanted to be her so bad. And I wasn't, but I wanted to be.
Honestly, you were kind of cosplaying as her.
I basically was cosplaying.
So it was
as her,
you were in the right
the
direction.
Time. I wish I had those circle glasses. Basically, I was a fan of Jon Cozart independently of Dodie and Dodie independently of him. And then, obviously, when I found out that they collabed, it was, world-shattering. Yeah. But, you've all seen If You've Ever Wondered Why Disney... Yeah, you get it. It's an incredible trilogy. Actually, only the first two are really good.
Yeah,
I think there might be more than three.
Off.
There's a couple problematic lines in them too.
Yeah, but
it's
different.
It was Sign of the Times. That 2016.
Sign of the Time. I think that was even pre-2016. That was 2012.
Yeah,
no way. It was 2012.
I mean, it could have been. Those were his defining videos.
Yeah, those were really early.
I was 7 though.
It was 2013
or 13. Yeah. Okay. Wow.
That's crazy.
Has 97 million views. If anyone's wondering.
It's speculated by the internet that they had a little thing. They had to have been in a situationship. They literally
100%.
And by that I mean I just like to believe that they had something. And then they did that
love song, non-love song.
A non-love song, love song. And then they collab and brought it together and it was awesome.
I was gonna say they're both very independently talented. Dodie, she obviously now is very successful as a musician, and I actually love her music so much.
Also,
so it's so cool. It's so interesting how this is what happened.
I know.
There's this music sphere and it's so niche, and they collab together.
It was so
on YouTube,
niche,
and it was
also
so popular.
It was such a.
Well, it was just it was the it girl of the
time. You wanted to be them so bad,
which is
so crazy because we'll talk about it later. But perceptions of music on social media has kind of changed
so
different.
So different.
Yeah,
he was iconic. She's iconic,
and they ate with that.
And they did. They really did.
Let's expand more on Dodie for this part, who I'm very familiar with. I literally watch her. I think I've seen almost, if not all, of her videos. And
was it Dawdle Vloggle too?
Yeah, that one to both of them.
Dawdle Vloggle.
And I've also seen I think I've seen all of her music videos. She's still kicking. She's popular. She had a band this past a year and a half maybe ago was when they stopped making music or stopped touring stuff. It's called FIZZ, but that apparently did really well in the UK. I don't know, they were pretty popular. I don't really know them,
they got
they were
I guess
popular.
the British version of the Hot 100, I think.
Yeah. Also, she had a tiny desk. Obviously, that's a really big deal.
Oh my god, I loved.
Yes,
and I love
highly
her
recommend.
tiny desk.
It's so good.
Yeah, and she's also writing songs and stuff now, and she does little teasers.
She's supposed to have an album soon.
Please drop, because I really liked her last one.
And
then of course all the stuff that came around in 2016, Intertwined. She was so British back then.
She was so
British. But I was
everyone wanted to be her.
That was literally one of the first things I downloaded on iTunes when that was still a thing. So I'll be in the middle.
Oh my god, I still listen to that song.
It's good. Her.
I had You and Intertwined on.
They get caught in my head.
They're all very catchy.
In the middle. You be so kind, just to
fall in love with me.
Iconic. I'm trying. I still love that song.
I love you, but
it's kind of sweet too. But she's still obviously grown. Yeah. This is Dodie love hour, but besides music, she made a lot of mental health videos. She still does talk very openly about her mental health. I remember I feel like are really important videos because nobody talks about like that. She was like, also she was like kind of educational, and then like I had no idea what dissociation was until she started talking about it.
Or like derealization,
depersonalization, opening up a new world for me.
The short hair era.
Yeah, the short hair era
that defined.
Like scroll back and
why I cut my hair off.
So because she had iconic long hair. It was kind of like emo. Space bun.
Yes,
like,
and her ukulele.
The ukulele with the ribbon.
And the
I wanted that so bad.
Like that
literally, the reason why I wanted
her.
to learn the ukulele was
capital H-E-R.
Yeah.
Also, if you're still like, who is Dodie? Have you heard of LGBTQ?
Oh,
well, I am the B. Yeah, she wrote that. And I think that is actually insane because that has lost many different people way beyond her.
Yeah.
And obviously now people make fun of it, but like, who
But
was
at
there
the
when it
time,
dropped?
When it came out,
was there when it dropped.
was defining.
This was Coachella 2016.
Literally. And if you're still wondering, get out of my room. Boom, 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 smile, wipe clean. Boom,
The
boom.
videos with that with the floating pencils.
Yeah, that's really what this one is.
So mean.
2019 TikTok loved that song.
They ate it up?
Again,
They
like
didn't.
her impact. Even then, like,
I think when she drops a new album, oh my gosh, but like Build a Problem.
yeah, it was so good. I love that album.
Again, like the outfit she wore to the concerts.
Even now, like, she's evolved, but
but like she's still very her.
Yeah.
But in like her own new way.
Exactly.
There's one video that I'm thinking it's a music video and they're in like.
Is it like newer where she's wearing?
Yes.
They're all wearing those outfits
Yes,
that are.
they're like,
oh yeah, they're
really
dancing.
awesome.
It's like
Yeah,
a
the hot
16-minute.
I love that video
Yeah,
so much.
that's like the Hot Mess EP, and
I'm a hot mess.
almost like Cool Girl. The video of that too kind of
love that
bridges that
song.
into that gap.
Was it Win?
Maybe yes.
Win
With the, the piano.
Yeah.
Literally, it
Yeah.
took forever for Win to get on Spotify because she played like a live version on her YouTube, and I loved that song. I would just play it on repeat, and then she finally put it on her album.
She also did a cover of
If It's a Lie.
Yes, even it's
Which
a
is
lie.
such a
Which is
good
like also that was like
pick.
before we even really listened to that at all.
if it's a lie. I love that song. But she did a cover of Why Do You Build Me Up?
That was also
Buttercup?
iconic.
It was like raining. It's
Yes.
like thunderstorming outside in the video. I
Vibes,
listened to that video
vibes.
like on loop, and I like in my like middle school relationship, I was like, this is so
Build
me.
me up,
Buttercup, baby, just to let me down. Like I was like, this is so me. Oh my god! And I was there.
It was so good.
I loved that video and the Skittles one. I watched it so many
Yeah,
times.
Skittles one was iconic.
Oh yeah, my drawing of her, she's wearing her iconic. This is such an iconic outfit. Also, so 2016. The yellow shoes and this dress with like that bralette underneath.
The
And
short
of course
hair
her
with
shorter hair
with it pulled back like
pulled
that.
back.
With the circle glasses.
Yeah, so I basically just do her character design.
Her impact,
but like
her
truly,
impact.
Like
her
literally,
balance.
she didn't even know.
Disney princess.
Okay, so to end off this little section
On a high note.
we're going to talk about a little bit about Thomas Sanders. Honestly, he could be an entire video. Basically, he was in like the music sphere of
On Vine.
on Vine. This is why he ended up collabing with people like Dodie and Jon Cozart. He also did like skits because that was his thing. He was in theater. Comedy skits.
Welcome to
And-
the comedy zone. No, but like he ate on Vine.
No, he
Yeah,
was
he
like,
was, like,
he
famous.
Yeah,
Like,
that's like
genuinely
really what,
Vine fame.
Yeah, which was always crazy to me because like first you see him on Vine, he's doing his comedy skits, and it's like wait, he sings, and it's like
He's got a great
that
voice, so
Stewie
he's not-
impression,
Yeah.
right? The Sanders sides kind of developed from his like skits. I remember specifically, I'll have names, so I'll put a picture of Patton Sanders, which is like the one with
These names are
the
so
gray cardigan.
random.
He was,
supposed to
like,
be
the
like
dad.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
like the moral one, like
Yeah.
the moral.
He's so dad. He's mother.
But he like literally just started off as a character in the skit, like not the name Pat. He just was that guy, and that's like kind of how all these developed. But then I believe it became like a YouTube series.
Yeah, I think so.
Because they started on Vine, and people were
Sanders
like,
sides.
"Wow, yeah," they like loved the idea. So then he just kind of took it and ran. And personally, I'm not fully like I wasn't there for the full like series.
Yeah, I wasn't there in the
But
lore.
basically, all of the characters were Roman Sanders, he was like the romantically creative side,
and like Disney adult. I
yeah,
think.
he was like
Yeah.
he was kind of like Prince Charming, and then Virgil Sanders, who's the anxious one. He's like the emo one. If anyone has seen his Instagram that says trigger warning middle finger,
So iconic in kind of the worst way, but also like
But
Yeah.
also, like, I mean, like, yeah, like, he was just trying to be, like, catering, but, like, oh.
yeah. Also like his purple hair era. That's how long these lasted. And then Patton Sanders, like you said, was the moral one, and then Logan Sanders was the logical one. Janice Sanders was like the deceptive
Janus
one.
and Remus.
Or Janus. I really don't know how to say
these
his
two
name.
look like
They
one
escaped
shows.
me. They
Yeah,
escaped
I-
me.
Those
This
ones
is
would
like
definitely
Bill
had to have
Cipher.
been. That's what I thought. Like they definitely had been the most recent ones, but Remus was the intrusive creative one. Janus was like, he was also like the dark one. But yeah, tying back to the music YouTube, so he did all those skits, and the Sanders sides also made him very iconic, and like totally built a fandom around him because people wanted, like, drew fan art of these characters. Thomas Sanders and Dodie had a video song called Dear Happy. That is like one of the most iconic.
I once
songs
again
ever.
in middle school relationship, I was like,
Yeah, this is me.
this is me. Like, I'm experiencing what they're singing about. Like, they're singing to me, for me.
Thomas he has a great voice. Like, he did theater and he's good at it. And then also
Yeah,
the Vine
gorgeous.
versus YouTube, Jon Cozart, Thomas.
loved that video.
So
I
iconic.
loved
And like
it.
literally, I was so invested. I'm like, wait, which one is?
Which
better?
one's
Yes.
better in the war?
It was
'Cause is a
funny.
war.
Yeah.
Anything.
Well, yeah,
Vine can
honestly,
do,
like,
YouTube does great.
TikTok is Vine basically.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
Except that it wouldn't be the same because Vine was so short. Like, he had such
Yeah.
a...
And I
made
love
people so
that.
creative. Like, his
Yeah.
Vines were very creative because he had to
Yeah.
be so short.
And keep everything in there. I made some good vines back in the day.
I remember Moose.
That one was so iconic. Honestly, we could do a whole Thomas Sanders video. We could do a whole video on like so many old YouTubers, but this is kind of like a brief little
Conglomeration.
conglomeration
Is
of
that even a
all
word?
of what made
A
music YouTube so
conglomeration.
great. They were like the big
Yeah, because
three.
like they were the big three for like bedroom pop indie music.
I wouldn't even say it was bedroom pop yet.
It was
like
like-
it was like pre-bedroom pop. It was like
Yeah.
just like ukulele. Like, I guess bedroom pop back when it was just like ukulele
Yeah.
and like
in a room, just
in
two
a room
voices.
just you. They defined a
But yeah.
generation.
It's crazy because, like we mentioned before, being a musical artist on YouTube, which was like a very big social media platform, which still is, but like that was one of the main ones, was taken very seriously. Like compared
Yeah.
now to like TikTok, if you do music on TikTok, you're
Yeah,
kind
like,
of seen
yeah.
as
It's
like,
like,
you're
oh,
a
a
TikTok
sellout.
artist. If you did it on YouTube, it was like wow. And I
I
think
think
the
YouTube is
reason.
just so different.
Yes, I was gonna say I think that the reason why is because it's long form content compared to everything that was much shorter, and then like also people now post music videos and full length songs on YouTube, but I feel like that was kind of the reason why is because long form is creative and they were doing it all in like
It was
one
also
take.
so
It was live.
accessible.
Yeah.
Yes,
All
like
of these
anyone could
videos
see
were
it.
And these
like,
were, like, kind
just
of-
filmed in their houses.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like kind of the
exactly.
first. Like, yeah, this was like a little over a decade since the first YouTube video, but it was like still like this was emerging.
Yeah, but it was really iconic. And for my drawing, I also drew Dodie because we kind of took like a Dodie-centric view of this 2016 to redraw of one of the
Iconic yellow
pictures, yellow background pictures that I drew of her.
Like,
Yeah,
she's like bruised.
So I also made
Battered
her
and bruised.
glasses huge, like really thick.
Like stylized.
So I kind of
Oh,
took
she's
the
cute.
reference from, like I combined the reference and then the pose I did in mine because I didn't actually make her looking up. But I wanted to do a little portrait of her, a little stylized.
It's so cute.
And yeah.
And it's cute.
It's cute. And I love her.
Dodie. Also, I love this yellow. Also, recently
double
she's
level.
like, wait, I chose the wrong Dodie yellow all this time. And it's way more mustardy, which is actually really pretty too, but it's crazy. It's like, wow, that's
Whoa.
what shifts the
Shifts,
generation.
yeah.
But the yellow still stays.
But yeah, follow Dodie. Follow her on Instagram. Follow her on Spotify.
Shout out Dodie.
Shout out Dodie. Like, actually, her music is amazing. She's so creative. She's really talented.
She's a creative.
And it's beautiful.
PAINT.
Subscribe!